Crafting and Stamping. Hi, I don't think you caught that. It's Sarah here from Crafting and Stamping, and I'm here with my monthly online workshop. So I'm going to move my camera around now so that we can see my desktop. So let's just get that sorted. There we are. Sorted so that you've got a fairly clear desktop and a good view. Right, so Happy New Year. Ready for a great crafting year ahead of us, and of course we're into a new mini catalogue and a new celebration starting tomorrow. So I wanted to share some bits and pieces, and I'm just trying to find myself on the live, see if I can do that. So yeah, here we've got mini catalogue and celebration. I can't show you those yet. They will be going live tomorrow. So, and apologies for this, I'm just trying to find myself so that I can, and for some reason it's not coming up. There we go. Right, found myself at last so that I could try and watch out for any comments, etc. So these are going live tomorrow. Because I can't show you inside the catalogues yet, I can only show you the front cover. Please do stop by my blog tomorrow and you'll be able to access the online versions. But what I can do is show you some projects tonight using things from these new catalogues. Hi Lynn, thanks for stopping in. Happy New Year to you too. So the usual format for this is I'm going to go through 4 different projects tonight. This workshop is free to watch, but if you want to place an order with me, then place an order by Sunday, and depending on the level of spend you get different freebies. Anybody placing any size order with me does get a thank you card, and it may even be one of the thank you cards I make tonight. If you spend over £30, then you're going to get the Ideas Tutorial Bundle, which is a PDF of projects from all over the country, not all over the country, all over the world. Demonstrators from all over the world participate in this. So you'll get that email to you. If you spend over £50, you're going to get tonight's Make and Take pack, which is a real goodie. If you spend over, if you spend over £45 from tomorrow, you'll also be able to choose a celebration freebie. If you spend over £70, then you're going to get the thank you card, the Ideas Tutorial Bundle, your celebration goodie, your Make and Take pack, and 24 sheets of 6x6 DSP from me. It is retired DSP. It also includes a few sheets of specialty paper as well. So those are the goodies that you can get by placing an order with me. You can place an order tonight, but if you place it tonight, you're not going to get the celebration freebies. So just watch out for that. Tomorrow, celebration freebies will be available. Now, celebration is our annual thing, and let me bring that back in because this is only running from tomorrow until the 28th of February. And this is our only celebration this year. Last year, and I think it might have even been the year before, we've had summer celebrations. They are not going to be happening this year. This is our one and only celebration. So please do make the most of it. You're going to see that we've got different stamp sets and different pretty papers that you can get with a £45 purchase. Some of the sets, some of the papers are free with a £90 purchase. So if you spend over £90, you can either choose 2 goodies at the £45 qualifying level, or 1 at the £90 qualifying level. And if you spend more than that, same sort of thing, you can mix and match as you want. Right, so tonight's cards, I'm going to be showing you it's 12 by 12 DSP, and you'll see we had a paper share amongst my team. So I managed to get a sheet each of all of the papers. They are so pretty. I didn't actually think I was going to like these as much as I do, but I found just this, last week or so, that these are so very versatile. You've got lots of lovely florals, as you can see here, and I've got little bits, I've got little bits of papers as well. This is one of the ones we're using tonight. And then on the other side, they've got really beautiful, soft patterns that are great for backgrounds. So I've been using some of these ones, particularly for masculine cards. But we're going to be using one of these bigger ones tonight. Now this one I've already cut up, and you'll see it here in my make and take pack, because you can slice this, and basically that was a kind of back-to-back paper, so it's like that, so you can cut it in half, then slice it as you need. So really great paper. So we're going to start off with this. Then we're also using the Dainty Flowers for this, and you can see that we've just picked out one of the little patterns here, and I think it's this one, and then we've mixed it with the Fresh Freesia on the other side. Now, I would recommend, if you're going to be using these papers, then the rich raspberry ink goes very well with it. So let's put those to one side, and I'm going to show you that I have sort of cut this in a special way for you. Well, I've cut it so that you still need to do some cutting. So let's move those make and take packs out of the way and bring this in. I'll show you my finished card. This is what we're working towards, and as you can see, we've got this wonderful little dragonfly. So this is from the new dragonfly trinkets, and how many do we get in a pack? 20 in a pack of these. So you can see I've been busy with these. So we're going to be using the dragonfly trinkets, and I'll show you how we can use that. Now I've cut this to 6 inches tall, so it's basically half of that sheet of DSP, and then I've cut it to 3 7/8, which is my usual card width. The reason I've done this is so that you can decide where you want to stamp. Depends a little bit on what sentiment you're putting on here. If and it also depends on which piece of this paper you get. If I bring in another make and take pack, another one, full one here, you can see that the patterns do vary a little bit. So I've cut this long so that you can stamp it and then cut it. If you can pop your sentiment in there, you might want to cut off more of the white at the top. If you need that white space for your sentiment to go all the way along, you might want to cut away the base. So that's why I've done it this way. You are going to need to cut after you've stamped. So I'm just going to grab my rich raspberry, as I said. We'll put that to one side for now, and I'm using the thank you sentiment. I've got quite a few thank yous that I need to do, so I'm using the thank you sentiment from Plentiful Plants. I'm also going to bring in some other stamp sets from Celebration, and one from the new mini catalogue a bit later. Now, where did I put my mat? Because I'm using photopolymer. So here we are. I want my mat for stamping onto to get good results. So let's get this inked up. And I'm going to stamp this just here. I want to make sure that's straight or fairly straight. There we are. And now I want to cut, I'm going to cut this to 5.5 inches. I tend to make it easier on myself. It's not quite 5.5 for a card front, but it's close enough that I don't want to be messing about with silly little measurements. So now, if by closing that I can see the top bit of white, like I said, it might suit you better to cut away the base. And it doesn't really get much more simple